Mix 107.9, Andre Styles, and we are broadcasting live from the American Music Awards right outside the Microsoft Theater in L.A. With us, and it's been a year since we've seen you because you did Radio Row with us last year and actually performed for us. We've got Fancy. Let me get this because last year we went by Who is Fancy?
Yeah, there's been a bit of a change.
Right, so there's been like a whole different, is it Haygood?
Haygood. Yeah.
All right, we'll get that right. And when I saw that you were coming through, I was like, all right, I know there's a little bit stuff going on with the label and everything, so almost a re-imaging of yourself?
Yeah, totally. It's a whole new, when I came out as Who is Fancy, no one knew who I was on the radio. Now it's like one of those things people know. So it's like kind of getting back to myself and getting back to like my actual identity and, expressing who I am as a person, not just like a songwriter or musician.
Sure. Well, last year you had the song that came out with Meghan Trainor, Ariana Grande, which did great. And then you wrote the song for Christina Aguilera, correct?
Yeah,
right after the Orlando shooting at the nightclub. Because I remember that came out, a day or two right after that happened, and we got that on the radio to play it. And it was pretty cool because it was right when Pride was happening in Columbus.
Amazing, yeah.
And our station was down there with the booth, so we had that synced into our station to play during the parade and everything else. So
yeah, it was really crazy. Christina's team and me are connected, just through like random business stuff, and they had contacted me a couple months prior asking me if I would be willing to give that song to Christina to cut, and I hadn't heard anything about it. No one had said anything, but of course, when a voice like Christina Aguilera wants a song of yours, it's like you
can't say no to that.
Yeah, sure. And then obviously the Orlando stuff happened, which was a giant tragedy, especially within a community I belong to and feel so passionately about.
Sure.
So Christina's team called again and was like, we want to release this immediately. Like, is there any how can we do that? And so I just got my whole team on it, and we did it, and the money went to the Orlando victims and their families. So it was just a really special thing to be a part of, and I think it's always important through tragedy to find like the light of things, and to see a community come together the way it did after the tragedy was really, really beautiful to me.
Definitely.
So it was nice to be a part of hopefully more change to come.
Sure, definitely. And then you were also, you had the official theme song for the 2016 women's gymnastics team. Is that correct as well?
I did, yeah. I wrote a song called Battles, and it was on American Idol this past season. LaPortia Renee sang it.
Okay.
It was her coronation song, and she was signed to Motown Records, and then they put it out as her single, and it got chosen by the Olympics to be the girls' gymnastics theme song. And the crazy thing about it is I wrote that song about a roommate of mine who was in a girl band called GRL, and she actually passed away, and her name was Simone, and she was my first friend when I moved to LA, and so when she passed away I wrote this song called Battles because her name was Simone Battles, and for me it was just therapeutic and like just my way of like dealing with what happened. And then like in a weird strange thing, like the girl Simone Biles was the front runner in the Olympics, and it was just funny because my roommate Simone was black, and that's what I wrote the song about, and then seeing Simone Biles on TV every day and my song playing was it was really poetic to me.
It was like a sign. It all just happened.
It
all came together.
It was definitely the universe's plan.
So Simone can credit her gold medals to the song that you wrote then, right? You had a part
I
in her
haven't
winning.
got an official thank you, but
maybe she'll send one of them along your way. You should get something
way.
out
That girl's
of that.
incredible. I mean, just another thing, hearing that song and then seeing all of the talent from Olympians was nuts, and to even be a part of that in such a small way was really cool.
So what else you got coming up?
I just released my new single called 7 Minutes in Heaven. We just put out the video. I
like the bling out jacket and that the glittery jacket. That was very nice.
I don't feel like myself unless I'm shining. So so I just put that out, and I'm working on my album right now, so we'll see like what comes out in 2017. I'm very excited.
Awesome. We're looking forward to it. I'm going to leave on this note because last year after you performed, my wife and I stopped you after you performed to tell you how good your performance was, and then because you're from the Nashville area, and we were going down to Nashville for Christmas for the first time, and we said, where should we go? And you were like, you got to go to Santa's.
Santa's Pub, baby.
So we stopped there with my sisters and their husbands. The first night we were in Nashville, that was the first place we went. And it might have been a little bit early because it was like 9:30 and it wasn't too busy.
Yeah.
But we walked in, we had a couple drinks. We were leaving, Santa comes walking in, and I'm like, Santa, Fancy told me to come here. And he's like, that's my boy.
Yeah,
that's
Santa's
my boy, Fancy.
Santa's my favorite. And I think it's an unlikely friendship. Like, it doesn't look like we'd be
Yeah.
besties, but that's my homeboy. He sends me a text like weekly, and it always says the same thing: "Who loves you, baby?" And he sends it to me and all my friends in Nashville, and we all respond, "You do, Santa." He's the best. He's
That
the
is
most wonderful
awesome.
man
That is
in
awesome.
Nashville.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
stopping
you for
by.
having
Cannot
me.
wait for 2017
Me
for
too.
more new music to come out and the album as well. Fancy.
Definitely.
We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.